Hello dear learners, in today's video we are going to discuss the MCQs from Social Pharmacy, that is Health Education and Community Pharmacy. From the chapter Epidemiology, we are going to cover part 8 from the Epidemiology. The few MCQs which we are going to talk about in part 8 are: the first question is, when the toxicity is removed by heat or any chemical treatment, but the antigenic properties are retained of that of toxins, it is in the form of toxoids, pathogens, antibodies, or all of them. The correct answer is it is toxoids. When the bacteria, as we all know, they release endotoxins and exotoxins. When these harmful toxins are inactivated or their toxicity is removed, specifically by inactivated in the sense antigenic properties will be retained, but only the toxic properties will be removed. So toxicity will be removed either by the chemical treatment or by heat. So the preparations are toxoids. Next question is, antitoxic serum containing antitoxic antibodies is obtained from dash. The serum which contains antitoxic antibodies is obtained from, whether from animals, like animals, humans, both of them, or none of them. The correct answer is it is both of them. It is either from the animals like horse or the human beings. Next question is, to overcome the specificity problems of the antibody, first, multiple microorganisms used in vaccine production, one strain can be made specific, altered strain can be used, or all of them. The correct answer is it is multiple microorganisms used in the vaccine production, like as in cases of vaccines like MMR, measles, mumps, rubella, DPT, diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus. So this is multiple microorganism combination of the vaccines to overcome the specificity problems. Since specific antigen and antibody reactions are very specific, specific antibody will code for the specific antigen. So this specificity problem can be overcome by using the multiple microorganisms for the vaccine production. Next question is, due to strain differences in microorganisms, dash may not prevent the disease. Like due to the strain differences, the specificity problems arises, and whatever the vaccine is produced, which will not be able to show the prophylactic action. So the options are immunity, whether it is immunity which may not prevent the disease, whether vaccines which may not prevent the disease, whether both of them or none of them. The correct answer is the strain differences of microorganisms are concerned with the vaccine. So the correct answer is it is vaccine. Next question is, dash property of the antibody poses problem in vaccine production. Whether it is accuracy, whether it is precision, whether it is specificity or robustness. The correct answer is it is specificity. Since the, as we discussed earlier also, since the antibodies have the specific, they will show the specific reaction with the specific kind of antigen. So the specificity property of the antibody poses the problem in the vaccine production. Next question is, antibodies works by dash. Whether antibodies destroy the microorganism, whether antibodies make the microorganism susceptible to the attack by the lymphocytes, whether they specifically work on particular type of microorganism, or all of them. The correct answer is it is all of them. Antibodies works by making the microorganism susceptible, or either by the destruction of the microorganism, or either by acting on the specifically particular type of microorganism. Next question is, the antibodies involved in the production of active immunity are, whether it is IgM, IgG, IgA, or all of them? The correct answer is it is all of them. As you can see here in the image, different immunoglobulins are there with their functions. So IgG, IgA, IgE, IgM and IgD, wherein you can see this IgE is responsible for allergic symptoms in hypersensitivity reaction. IgA is found in various external secretions such as saliva and mother milks. So it confers the means it provides the antibodies. IgG is also the form of antibody which is present in the circulation, and production is increased after the immunization. So they are secreted during the secondary responses, whereas IgM and IgD are secreted during the primary response. Next question is, the immunoglobulins in bone marrow are produced by. Immunoglobulins in bone marrow, since B lymphocytes are concerned with the bone marrow, B for B, so the options are B lymphocytes, erythrocytes, both of them or none of them. The correct answer is it is B lymphocytes. Since they are present in the bone marrow, the immunoglobulins in the bone marrow will be produced by the B lymphocytes. The vaccines may be live attenuated, killed, toxoid, or all of them. The correct answer is it is all of them. Vaccines, as we have discussed in part 6 of epidemiology, different types of vaccines. So live attenuated are also there, killed vaccines are also there, toxoids are also there, recombinant vaccines are also there, and many more. So the correct answer is it is all of them. The vaccines can be all of them, live attenuated, killed or toxoid. Next question is, immunity developed in the body either because of the infection, means after the infection, or by immunization against an infection, that means vaccination or infection. The immunity is whether it is passive immunity, whether it is active immunity, whether it is herd immunity, or all of them. For the correct answer, you will have to recall that diagram wherein the classification of passive and artificial active immunity was given. So in that case, natural and artificial active immunity and natural and artificial passive immunity was given. So in that case, vaccination and because of infection, the immunity developed was active immunity. So the correct answer is it is active immunity. Next question is, the very first defense which is shown by the susceptible host is, whether it is local defense, whether it is systemic defense, whether both of them or none of them. The correct answer is it is local defense, because very first, like when the exposure occurs, the very first protection is given by, there are two types of defenses, local defenses and systemic defenses. So the first defense is local defense, wherein the antigens or the microorganisms will be killed at first sight only by different mechanism. So it is local defense. Next question is, when the microorganisms are destroyed at the site of entry itself, where the microorganisms are entering, there itself they are destroyed. In this situation, that type of defense is called as, whether it is local defense, whether it is systemic defense, whether both of them or none of them. The correct answer is it is local defense. When the microorganisms enter at that place only, they are destroyed. That type of defense is called as local defense, irrespective of the organ. And next question is, when the microorganisms are destroyed in the blood and eliminated from the body, that type of defense is, whether it is local defense, whether it is systemic defense, whether it is both of them or none of them. Since the question is about eliminating from the body and destruction in the blood itself, so the defense is systemic defense. So the correct answer is, it is systemic defense. Two types of major defenses: local defense and systemic defense. Next question is, host defense system can be whether it is local, whether it is systemic, whether both of them or none of them. The correct answer is, it is both of them. Host defense can be local defense also, can be systemic defense also. So it is both of them. With this, we finish with few of the MCQs from the chapter Epidemiology, and we end with part 8. Stay tuned for part 9 of Epidemiology MCQs. Thank you.